Don, we're here at El Pino, Indiana, Folsom, East Los Angeles. We are in front of this bunya bunya tree. Couple things. I want a weather report from you on what you think about this tree, even though we're about 30 feet away. And I want the full breakdown on species and genus name. Go.
Okay. Well, El Pino is a famous tree here in East Los Angeles, and it's not really a pine tree, as the name implies, but it's called bunya bunya, and it's related to pine trees. It's from Australia, and the Latin or botanical or scientific name is Araucaria bidwillii. And this is the first time I've seen El Pino, and although I can't get up close to it, it appears to be in incredibly good condition considering the years of neglect it's experienced, primarily in a lack of little or no irrigation water. So I've always been an advocate of leaving trees alone. Just give them moisture in their root zones occasionally, and benign neglect is all they need, and they'll be fine. I don't see too many major issues with this tree. It appears to be healthy.
Perfect, and so good. So just very quickly, some direction on watering for the people that own this lot. Just because we're here, and let's just get it out there. Yeah.
Okay. So in the meantime, hopefully it can be resolved whether this tree the area around this tree will be developed. But in the meantime, an occasional, say once a month, deep irrigation using drip irrigation, pushing water, moisture at least 12 inches deep into the soil, and at least out for 50 feet from the trunk in all directions, would be beneficial for this tree. So it's like a once a month deep soaking, 50 feet out. That will be, this tree would love that.
Perfect. Okay, you did it. You did it. I love your weather report, and more updates soon. We save trees, right?
Yes.
We save trees. Save trees.
If we're gonna save ourselves, we gotta save trees.
We're meeting you here. We're gonna shoot some video and give a weather report on El Pino. But one of the side effects of you meeting us here is your discovery of a number of really unanticipated tree finds. And so I'm going to step out of the way. Why don't you pull down the branch and show us what you found?
So I arrived a few minutes early at El Pino, and I was waiting for Richard and Kim, and I kind of walked around the property that the tree's on, and I saw this yellow flowering tree down near the base of the property, and I thought, that's unusual. If I know that's what it is, it's a really unusual tree. And as it turns out, it is. It's in the legume family, or the bean family. It's called Peltophorum, Peltophorum. And I think it's Peltophorum dubium. And it's an American, mostly a tropical American tree. So to find that here, I know of a few other specimens around town, but to find it in a setting like this is amazing. And it points out the rich botanical heritage of immigrant communities, because they often bring plants with them.
I love it. And so let's let this go up so I can step back in the frame. So this brings up our ask of Supervisor Hilda Solis. What do you call it? We call it a flora. Tell us what a flora is, because we're requesting that Supervisor Solis initiate and fund and begin a flora. So what's a flora?
Well, a flora is simply an enumeration or an account of all the plants of a given area. And
sounds like a great idea.
And because I think immigrant communities, they brought a lot of their plants from their original country, because they're so important to them in their everyday life, that it would be an interesting project for someone to do a flora of East Los Angeles, because I think there are hidden treasures here that nobody is aware of.
I love it, and this, of course, promotes your larger goal, which is save every tree.
Save every tree. We need to save every tree.
And so flora is a good start, because that just gets people thinking, well, what's the name of that tree? If you know the Latin name of a tree, you care about it.
Yes.
Yeah. You start to water it.
If we're going to save ourselves, we have to save every tree.
All right, so Supervisor Solis, let's do Flora. All right, I think we're overdue for a site visit with her office. I can't wait. Thank you, Don.
You're welcome.
Very good. That was very, very good. All right, so we'll get a site visit with her. God, I hate you so much.